Okay guys, so first things first, I want you to head over to your app store, whether it's on your Android or your Apple device, and you are going to download the MyFitnessPal app that you see here on the right of the screen. Okay, once you've downloaded the app, you'll be greeted with a screen that looks like this. If you already have a login, log in. If you don't, please click the sign up button. When you do, this will come up. It is your choice whether you choose to continue with Facebook. It will not post anything to your account, or you can sign up with an email address. Whatever is easiest for you, whatever's your choice, okay? Obviously follow the sign up details and then come back to us and I will show you the rest on how to use it. Okay, once you have done your login and you've filled out the relevant questions, don't worry if you panicked at some of the questions, I'm going to talk you through them now and they are changeable, okay? You may be greeted with this screen on your login. You do not need premium. If you want to try it for free, feel free, go ahead, but I'm going to click the skip button. It then loads up with this nice screen. Now I'm doing this on the iPad and the iPad is turned landscape, okay? So if it does appear slightly different, that is the reason why. Okay, once you are logged in, like I say, you've got this screen in front of you. What you're going to do, in the bottom right hand corner it says more, so we're going to click on more. That will then load up all this information here. What we're going to do is we're going to click goals. This is where I talk you through how to set up your goals. So this is my current weight and that is my goal weight, okay? So I'm not trying to change my weight at the minute, and my weekly goal is to maintain weight. Now, regardless of your goal, whether you want to lose weight, gain weight, anything, what I recommend you do is you actually set your goal to maintain weight, okay? Because this bit is all irrelevant right now. Your activity level, set that to what you think it might be, but make sure your goal is maintain weight. Feel free, where it says current weight and goal weight, feel free to put your goal weight in there so you know where you're aiming towards, okay? And I'll explain why a little later down the line. The next little section that we're going to go to is at the bottom of the screen, okay? It says calorie, carbs, protein, and fat goals. If you can click on this for me, it now loads up this screen, which has got your calorie goals. So no matter what you've put in, okay, you can now click on the calorie goal and we can change it. Okay, so let's say 2,000 for example, and then click the little tick. Away we go. So that's just changed my calories. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the carbs, the protein and the fat. Okay, so I'm looking for quite a high level in terms of my protein there. My carbs, so you just move these up and down, up and down. Now for each individual, this is going to be different. What I recommend you do, okay, is you actually save yourself, leave the calories as they are for week 1, and basically get a consistent week of recording. Once you've got that consistent week of recording, send me a photo, okay, of what you've actually eaten so I can check the amount of calories that you've consumed during the week, and also check, you know, what kind of level we're at with protein, carbs and fat. The reason being, if I set you a goal of 2,000 calories, but you're only eating 1,300, I know how many you're eating on average, so I know whether we need to increase your calories or decrease your calories. If you're only eating 50 grams of protein, but I ideally want you to be at 100, I'm not just going to suddenly put you at 100 because your body, A, is not going to be able to digest it, and B, you're going to come back to me every single week going, Rob, I can't hit my protein goal, I can't hit my protein goal, okay? So we have to be realistic. So if you've never done calorie counting before, like this, I need you to go away, record a full week worth of food, okay? Get a full diary. That way I can check it and then advise you further if you're really serious about achieving something. Okay, like I just said then, we're now going to be hitting week 1. This is just filling out what you're eating. So come out of the page where you are, click back, okay? And down at the bottom, you've got the food diary section. We're going to click on the food diary. Notice how everything's up here now. So I've got the choice of breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, okay? It says add food if you can add food, all right? It will also have exercise on your phones as an option. We do not need to input exercise. Okay, all we are doing is tracking food. We know exactly where we're going to be with exercise. You can tell me if you've been to boot camp, yeah? You can note that down on another sheet of paper. Do not put exercise into the MyFitnessPal app, all right? So how do we add food? We literally click on the little plus arrow, and what you've got at the top of the screen are different options. So these are some things that I've actually scanned earlier, okay, on the screen. So there's bread there, there's mature grated cheddar, and there is eggs. You can also click over frequently used foods. Okay, so the more you use something, the more it's going to be up there. My foods, okay, so anything that you've actually created. Meals, again, something that you've created. So you can see I've created scrambled eggs on toast. I'm going to show you how to do that. And any recipes, if you've created and you've put everything in, you can store them all. So let's go back to recent. Okay, I'm going to click on the bread. Once I click on that, I've already scanned it. So I click the tick in the top right corner. All right, then I need something else to go with that bread. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to click on the free range eggs. Okay, and then I'm going to tick happy day. So that's input now. So you can see this food coming through. If I click add food again, in the top right hand corner is the barcode. If you tap that barcode, okay, it will load up my camera and you just allow access. So you click OK. And here we have the cheese that I'm going to scan. So I'm just going to turn this over, and with the barcode scanner, hover it directly over the barcode and up comes the recording for the cheese. You can edit your serving size and number of servings later. Okay, for now I'm just going to click the tick in the top right corner to add the food. And there we see it has been added to the meal. Alright, so now I've got the food input there. I've shown you how to scan your food. I've shown you that you can just put stuff in. You can also click add food and there is a search bar at the top. So if you can't find something, just type it in like so. Chicken breast fillets. I click the search button and it gives me many options. Try and get the closest to what you've got. If it's from a supermarket, so I can see there isn't one from Sainsbury's. So let's say I just go back to the search bar and I put Sainsbury's on the end of that. This will make it as relevant as possible. There you go, top of the search list, chicken breast fillet, Sainsbury's 100 gram. I can click on that and I can play about with the different serving sizes. All right, I'm going to come back because I don't actually want that. Now, breakfast, I've got my options there. You notice at the bottom of the breakfast column, there's those 3 dots, yeah? Not the very bottom bit because that's lunch, okay? The bit that's in the breakfast column. I'm going to click on those 3 dots. Now, see the options that I have here? I can save it as a meal to make it nice and easy. So if I click save, okay, and then I just type in the name of my meal, which is actually scrambled eggs, which I've already done. And then once I've done that, I just click save in the top right corner, okay? How do I access that meal? Let's click on lunch and show you. So you go on meals, click simple as on your scrambled eggs and away you go. You have got that loaded up straight away. Now there's loads of different options and things that you can do when you're on MyFitnessPal. We're just keeping it simple. We're simply recording our food in week 1 and then you're going to come back to me and you're going to tell me how you've got on. Has your weight gone up? Has your weight come down? Has your weight stayed the same? And make sure that you monitor your exercise so you know how often you've exercised. But remember, you're not doing that on the app. You can do that on a separate piece of paper. Because, say for example, you record everything, comes to week 2, okay? You've got everything recorded from week 1. You've trained 4 times and that's recorded. Then week 2, you record all your food, but then you don't record your training and you gain weight. Then I could go, well, hang on a minute, what's gone on with your training? You know, why have you gained weight? Have you eaten more? Have you not exercised as much? So we've got to be able to pinpoint where we're going wrong. Okay, I'm now going to talk you through how to view your nutrition so you can track what's going on a daily basis. Scroll to the bottom of the screen. You can now see the nutrition button. If you click on that button, it will load up this section. So because I've only input stuff for breakfast, you can see the breakdown there for today. So 485 calories in my breakfast, nothing at lunch, nothing at dinner, nothing at snacks. This just shows you your nice percentages. It also shows you your total calories, okay, your net calories and your goal for the day for what you're trying to hit. You can also, if you click where it says day view towards the top of the screen, you can change this and view a week, okay? And you can see this nice line across the top of the chart. That is where my target is. So we're moving up and down. We're trying to get these green bars here to the line, not over the line, all right? Exactly the same is going to appear when we go to nutrients. So we click on nutrients. I'm still in week view here, so this is for the last 7 days. It's a great way of seeing what's going on in your week. You can see what kind of foods there is. So you can see that scrambled eggs on toast for breakfast actually contains a lot of fat. This is due to the eggs. All right, so we can see the breakdown, we can see what's in food. Scroll to the bottom, you've got everything else down there, your vitamin A's, vitamin C's. I'll be honest, all you need to focus on is hitting your calorie goal, hitting your protein goal. The carbs and fats will look after themselves. I've worked with average Joes for a long time now, and I can tell you for free, they do not have a problem with carbs or fat intake, okay? Their problem is protein. Get your protein in, that leaves you with less calories for carbs and fat, job done. Okay, just a reminder on this as well, if you click the week view section, we can change back to day view and we can see what's going on a daily basis. Are we hitting our targets? Are we getting as close to those goals as we can? Okay, the little blue bar going across. Okay, over to macros. This is going to show you your breakdown for the day. So, nice little pie chart for you. You can see there the carbohydrates just from my breakfast input is 29% and my goal is 35%, which means that I need to up my carb intake. My fat there is 41% just from breakfast. 20% is my goal, which means that I dramatically need to change that. So for the rest of the day, I may not eat foods high in fat, okay, because I need to make sure that that stays down. My protein intake at the bottom is on 30% currently, and my goal is 45%. So the more protein I eat, the higher that percentage is going to go. Very simple. But a nice way to track it. And as with the other two, the calories and the nutrients, we can also click where it says day view, go to week view, and you can see whereabouts you're at in terms of percentages. The aim would be to get a nice smooth line going across with similar patterns coming across each day. Okay, so some of you may remember the little video that I did on Instagram. So I've just come back to the calorie page to show you this. That black line at the top is my calorie goal. That is where I'm trying to hit. Let's say you are going out on Saturday, so you can see the little days at the bottom of the diagram. I'm going out on Saturday night, so what am I going to do? I'm not going to hit that black line on any of the other days. The other days, I'm going to either knock 100 to 200 calories off, depending how good a night you want to have on the Saturday or how many calories you want to have left over. The aim of this is that you're living a realistic life. You're still enjoying yourself. Yeah, you shouldn't be turning up to a social event going, oh, I can't have this, I can't have that. It should be you turn up to that social event knowing that you've earned the right to eat what you want, to drink what you want. Okay, so think about it. The goal on here is 2,000 calories. What I'm going to do, the other 6 days that are on the graph there, I'm going to eat 1,900, meaning that all the lines will be green. Okay, Saturday night I'm going out. I'm going to bang on another 600 calories. So rather than eating 2,000, I'm going to eat 2,600. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight up over the black line and into the red. This is not a negative. Okay, this is just you simply enjoying yourself and living a realistic lifestyle. Any questions on this, guys, please ask me. I am definitely there to help you. So again, along the bottom of the screen, I'm going to ignore the exercise diary because I don't want to put exercise in. But there is a little progress section. If you click that progress section there, it loads up this. So if your goal is specifically on your weight, okay, what you are going to do is you can click on this progress session, but you're only going to weigh in once a month, yeah? You're not a boxer who's going for a bout. You're not a jockey who has to concentrate on their weight, okay? I can promise you that, you know, in terms of your weight, if you focus just on your food and your activity levels, your weight is going to fall, and you will notice that via your clothes, okay, via photos. So that is the best way to monitor it. But if you are monitoring weight, do not become addicted. Weight will fluctuate on a daily, on a weekly basis. So if you are weighing in, guys, please strictly weigh in once a week and weigh in at exactly the same time every single week if you are going to do that, yeah? If you can, try and scatter it out. Weigh in once every 2 weeks, but know that you are doing everything possible to eat well, okay? Stay under your calories and move yourself forward, keeping your exercise going. All right, really important that I stress that in terms of your weight. Weight is not the be all and end all. How you look, how you feel is the be all and end all. Okay, just a quick tip on this now, a little helper. Anybody struggling with protein, a great thing to do, go to your food diary. Turn your phone, your iPad, whatever it is you're recording on, turn it landscape. What it'll do is it will load up your calories like you can see on my screen now. The benefit to this is you can see each meal breakdown. So on the right hand side here, it's got my calories, carbs, fat, protein. What I'm looking at is each meal. Okay, so I can see my calorie intake at 485 and I can see my protein at 36 grams. That's a pretty good breakfast, yeah? There's a lot of calories in there. and protein. What you should be doing is tracking each level, so lunch, dinner, snacks. If your protein goal is 70 grams, yeah, try break it down per meal. So, make one meal 25 grams, so breakfast 25, okay? Then make your lunch 20 grams, and then again make your dinner 20 grams, okay? And track it by turning your phone sideways on. It'll really help you, okay? The other thing that I can't stress enough is meal planning. It doesn't have to be anything out of the ordinary. Literally, making little substitutes, changing minced beef for turkey mincemeat, yeah? Eating chicken breast rather than, chicken legs, so you've got less fat content. Think about stuff in its purest form. The benefit is, once you've scanned a product, okay, if you click on it, like I'm going to click on the egg section now, it will tell you exactly what is in it, okay, for the quantities. So you can see there, if I have 3 eggs, I've got 1.5 grams of carbs, 13.5 grams of fat, 19.8 grams of protein. I can see what my targets are, I can see what I'm aiming for. All right, one thing I'm going to speak about before I finish is just quantities. So if I click on the cheese, it's a great example. It says there 30 grams and I've got the serving size as 1, all right? That's just set as an estimate. If I click on the 30 grams, I can actually change this. I recommend every single person, when they come on this, to change it to 1 gram. Okay, and then click the tick. The benefit of this is it's so much easier for your recording. So if you do happen to be 32, 33 and you're going as accurate as that, okay, it just helps you do a quick change. Then when you click on the number of servings as 1, you've got a choice of fractions or decimal places, right? I'm not very good at maths, so I'll be honest, go straight to decimal place. That way I can put however many grams in I want. It's already on 1, so I can go, 15. Brilliant. I add 36 grams, okay? So it's just like a calculator. Decimal place is the way forward. It's far, far easier than sitting there trying to work out the fraction of the food that you actually ate, all right? Quick tip for you. Hope you enjoyed that.